Oh, Magic Conch Shell, what do we need to do to
become a relevant franchise again?
Nothing.
The shell has spoken!
Nothing. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
I wanted to hold off on making this video over the last few days because I just need to have some time to wrap my head around what the hell just happened with the Flyers. I also was down the shore, but now I'm back, obviously. But wow. Chuck Fletcher, man. What the hell is going on? What is your vision for this team? You said that you want to aggressively retool everything. That was the buzzword that you kept using. What kind of aggressive retool is this? I thought this guy was going to be a good general manager, a competent one, at least, and a good NHL mind when he was hired here after Ron Hextall got canned. But it is proven to be the exact opposite. I have no idea what this man is doing. Look at this offseason. Look at this offseason thus far. You have Johnny Gaudreau, probably one of the top 10 players in the NHL as of right now. Just had the best season of his career in Calgary. The guy is from the Philadelphia area. He's from South Jersey. The guy was texting his friends and family, telling them, oh man, I really want to be a Flyer. I really want to go play for the Philadelphia Flyers, go back home. How many times do you think that happens where an athlete, one of the best players in the league at their specific sport, actively wants to do everything they can to come here? And Chuck Fletcher completely dropped the ball on this. You had time. It was known for a while that, at least it was a rumor that Johnny Gaudreau, once his contract was up in Calgary, that he would want to at least entertain the thought of coming to the Flyers. But you backed this team up into cap hell. You were too busy signing complete scumbags like Tony DeAngelo to 2-year deals. And you got pantsed by the Sabres in that Rasmus Ristolainen trade. And I guess you didn't want to go, it's like, oh, hey, we traded so many assets to get this guy. Might as well just go full moron and extend him. At least commit to our fuck up. That's your rationale for signing Risto long term. And at the end of the day, we don't have any money to sign Johnny Gaudreau. Are you kidding me? You don't want to trade James Van Riemsdyk and give up a first-round pick because you think first-round picks are so valuable? You just traded a first-round pick for Rasmus Ristolainen last year, one of the worst defensemen in the league, and you extended him on top of it. At the same time, you get rid of Oscar Lindblom. Yeah, he's not the best player, but the fans love the guy because he has a story that speaks to us. He's a fan favorite in Philadelphia forever and will be. Even if he's not the best player, Oscar Lindblom has support and love amongst the Flyers fan base for life, for his courage, for his determination, and for just being a really good guy that we want to see succeed after what he went through. You cut him, and you used that money not to help sign Johnny Gaudreau, but you claim that you were never in on in the first place. That's fucking bullshit. You were. You just wanted to cover your own ass, Chuck. But you used that money that you saved from cutting Oscar to sign Nick Delorier to a 4-year deal. A 31-year-old goon got a 4-year deal worth just under $2 million per year. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? You say that guys like Nick Delorier, because there's not guys like, you can't find, it's hard to find guys like Nick Delorier. Yes, you can. You have Zach McEwen on this roster. He's already filling that goon quota that all these Broad Street bullies, the reason why the Flyers suck now is because they're not tough enough. They don't fight enough. That's bullshit. The reason why the Flyers suck now is because they're not a good hockey team. They don't have speed. They can't develop people. They make stupid trades like trading for Rasmus Ristolainen. That's the reason why the Flyers aren't good now. But you signed Nick Delorier. That was your big signing. And you signed Justin Braun to another deal. Justin Braun is an addition. He was on the team last year. You claim, we need to fix our defense. Justin Braun was already part of this team. And now on top of that, you trade for Tony DeAngelo, one of the biggest cancers in all of hockey. A guy who constantly puts his foot in his mouth on Twitter saying the most stupid shit possible. And you expect us to be excited about this offseason? By aggressive retool, you probably mean this. Nick Delorier is aggressive. Justin Braun is a retread. And Tony D'Angelo is a complete tool. So I guess that's what you mean by aggressive retool. God, you're stupid. You say that guys like Nick Delorier don't grow on trees. Guess what? Guys like Johnny Gaudreau don't grow on trees. Guys who put up 116 points don't grow on trees. The guy who wanted to come here, and you dropped the ball so hard. Man, the Philadelphia Flyers right now are a complete wreck. They're a complete wreck, man. They really are. They are a ship without a rudder. And I'm not even going to blame Torts for anything that happens this year. I'm not. Like, Torts is a very, polarizing guy. His methods earn some praise in some circles, earn some scoring in others. But he's a one-of-a-kind guy. He's up in your face. He's very motivational. Guys like Cam Atkinson vouch for him. But I'm not even going to blame him for what happens this year because Chuck Fletcher completely screwed the pooch here. Like, what are we supposed to be excited about for this team? What are we supposed to be legitimately, oh my God, going to this next year? Last year, we at least had Ryan Ellis, maybe Rasmus Ristolainen might come back and might be a good player or a decent player on a team that's not the Sabres. Well, guess what now? I have a strong feeling that we're going to become the Sabres. You know what the Sabres have been for the last 10 years? Misery, failed rebuilds, promises of hope, just dashed. That's what the Sabres have been for the last 10 years. And I'm very, very fearful that's what's going to happen to the Flyers for the long term. Because you traded Giroux, you traded Voracek. There's no real... What we saw for the last decade doesn't exist anymore. It's all gone. The slate is wiped clean. The only people left is Sean Couturier. And guess what Giroux haters? Guess what people who hate Claude Giroux? You can't blame Claude Giroux for the Flyers sucking for the next 10 years or whatever, however long they're going to suck now. So, this Flyers franchise has absolutely hit rock bottom. They have never been less relevant. There was a time that even if the Flyers weren't good, you at least knew you were getting into. Even when the Flyers weren't good, they were at least a team that was at least tough to play against. And I'm not talking about punching people in the face. I'm talking about, they carried themselves with pride. Wells Fargo Center was still a tough place to come into, no matter how the Flyers were playing at that time. This team has no identity. This team has no plan. This team has nothing that could possibly make the fans excited to see this team going forward. I don't see this team making the playoffs next year. I don't see this team making even 70 points next year. And I know what Chuck Fletcher's doing. It's like, a healthy Sean Couturier, a healthy Joel Farabee, a healthy Kevin Hayes. That's just as good as a offseason addition, like a Johnny Gaudreau. Guess what? It's not. It really isn't. I think you're overrating those guys so hard, and it's not going to make much of a difference. I'll tell you that right now. This team is not going to be good next year. This team is going to suck next year, and there's no reason to be excited for them. There isn't. The excitement is gone. I'll still watch them. I will, because I'm a fan, and I'll watch them. But this team has never mattered less to the city of Philadelphia. They've never seemingly mattered less than the NHL. The Flyers for a long time were one of the most notorious franchises in the NFL and the NHL. That is completely gone now. They're just another team that no one gives a shit about. And Chuck Fletcher has a big part to say in it. It's sad. It really is. It really is depressing once you think about it. And I don't see how they're going to get out of this one.